All right, this one's pretty interesting, but also probably more of a common issue than most of us really care to admit. My husband, who's a 36-year-old male, gave me, a 34-year-old female, 1 year to lose weight, fix our dead bedroom situation, and get better mentally, or he will leave. How do I handle this? She writes, we've been suffering from dead bedroom for a few years. I am also in a depression and my mental health is not good. I am also overweight and have gained quite a bit over the years. Well, we went through 2 rough months recently, and he gave me an ultimatum. He is giving me 1 year to fix all of this, or he says he also deserves happiness with someone who loves him. I understand his intentions, but I can't seem to shake the feeling that putting all responsibility to me is not right. Also, if he decides to leave, the blame can be put on me in an instant. I am already having so many mental issues and medicated with self-esteem, fear of loneliness, trust issues, etc., and this ultimatum is not helping me with those. I'm not sure what to do. Of course, I want to lose weight, work on myself and relationship, but I feel really uncomfortable with this ultimatum. What do I do? So, they've been in a dead bedroom for multiple years. Some people have different definitions of a few, but to me, a few means roughly 5. That's my presumption. It's certainly longer than a couple. And even a couple of years of a complete dead bedroom can be absolutely devastating to a marriage. Completely wreaks havoc throughout the entire dynamic in a lot of cases. But I'm curious. So obviously, a lot of you are saying that she needs to get out. But as another perspective, they say sometimes setting a boundary is an extension of a relationship, not the end of one. This could be him putting her into high gear here as kind of one last chance to save the marriage. A lot of you are saying, I hate deadlines, but if it's been 5 years, we're not working on anything. I could kind of say, let's see, like, I can at least understand the dead bedroom situation of saying, like, can we try? Like, this is the last year that I'm going to try, and then if there's no effort, then I gotta go. So you guys, though, are kind of saying it's the ultimatum that is messed up. He should just go. It's pushing all the responsibility of the relationship onto her. Now, that part did stand out to me because she seems really upset about being blamed for the end of it. But that's the part that's interesting to me because I think that he would receive plenty of blame. I think that plenty of people would blame him for giving up by filing. I think that there's both. But also, she's not really mentioning any issues that she has with him in the marriage. So, if the main issues within their marriage are because she's refusing to get help with anything, she's constantly depressed, they have absolutely no intimacy. I'm just not seeing any issues that she's asked him to work on. It sounds like she's kind of coasting, and he's like, this is going nowhere. Maybe, though, maybe this is my last chance of saving it. Do you think there's anything else that he could have done better? I've just got to imagine that in these few years there's been a dead bedroom. She does say in the comments that, like, they've tried therapy and it's just not really going anywhere. I guess I want to know, do you think that he is the a-hole for recommending this completely? Like, just forget the ultimatum, buddy. Like, it's already over. Just pull the plug. Why are you torturing this woman with this ridiculous ultimatum? She's not going to get there. Or do you think he's not the a-hole? That he was just trying desperately to save the marriage? it may not be the most heartful means, but do you think he wasn't fully wrong? I wanna hear. I feel like we just don't know enough. I think it helps that it's written from the wife's perspective though, because typically in these situations, they're very honest about the husband's shortcomings. Typically, wives anonymously online have absolutely no problem lighting up their husband like a Christmas tree. So it does lead me to think that she at least has to have some awareness of the fact that she's not putting much effort into the relationship. She just doesn't want to be blamed for it. I should also offer the everyone sucks here option. That's probably a good time for this. But a lot of you are saying not the a-hole. You don't ultimatum. You never ultimatum. I think, and that's where it probably would have seemed a little bit better, is if he was like, look, let's make this our focus year where we really tackle our issues as a couple together. I want to see your votes. It's so torn between NTA and he is the a-hole. But I'm surprisingly seeing a more for NTA. If they both hopped into this and tried to improve themselves both, this would be just repairing the marriage. But it makes me wonder, you know, like, what if he has no depression? He's very healthy mentally. He doesn't have any weight issues. He's in great shape. Like, what if he just doesn't have the same stuff? Like, there is no issues. I don't know. It's hard to say that there's no issues from one person's end. That doesn't seem realistic. I'm a cat guy. All right. It seems like the popular vote is that he is not the a-hole for setting the ultimatum, actually. Why are we assuming he's out of shape too? That's the thing, is there wasn't anything from me to gather to assume that he has the same problems as her. Because otherwise I feel like she would have said something like, well, he's also not in shape, or like, but he's also depressed, or he also has an addiction. Like, she doesn't say anything about him. So that's why it was hard to like blame him for anything. I just didn't have enough context. Yeah, ultimatums should be avoided at all cost, but I have to say, if it's been 5 years of a dead bedroom, I'm not gonna fully call you the a-hole for having to set some things in motion.